Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I'm so happy that you joined me today. Today is hashtag cathysowinghappiness, in which we'll have our drawing at the end of the video. But first, let's have our shout out to Monica's English Teaching Nook, Vicky, Carolyn, Rebel in Romance, Rita, Lenny, Henry, Catherine, Jan, Barbara's Chicken Pot Pie Society, and Lori. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to set this aside. We'll have our drawing at the end of the video. You guys, I've had this on my shelf for the longest time. Today we're going to make embellishments using corrugated cardboard. So this came in some packaging that we got, and I decided to save it. It's been on my shelf for quite some time. Also, I have a little bit of a problem using these little Tim Holtz people. So today we're going to use our Tim Holtz people, we're going to use our corrugated cardboard, and we're going to make an adorable embellishment. Alright, so here we go. So I've torn my little corrugated cardboard into small rectangles like this. Then I got a piece of material, and the reason why I chose this material really wasn't for the backing, it was for the fact that it gives me this beautiful fringe. That's what I was looking for, the beautiful fringe. So I have my little piece of cardboard. It's very flimsy, so we're going to have to make it sturdier. So that's why I decided to back it with some fabric. So we're going to decorate on the part that's the wavy part. And the part that's the flat part, that's where I'm going to attach my fabric. And so I'm just going to use my glue gun, and I'm going to just place my glue down here, on here, just like that. I'm going to turn this over, place it on top, and then give it a good push. I'm looking to see if I have any more hot glue sticks. Okay, maybe I won't need any. All right, there we are. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, for heaven's sakes, I thought it was all organized. You guys, I'm not all organized. Egads. All right, you guys, what I was looking for was my gauze, and I found it. I have a love-hate relationship with this stuff. I like how it looks, but I don't like working with it. Well, anyway, we're going to work with it today. We're going to take our vintage photo, and we're just going to ink up the tops of our little resin spots on our corrugated part. That's the word. We're going to ink that up. Then we're going to take our gauze, and the only way I can figure out how to get this stuck on here fairly well is to take a little bit of my school glue and just lightly put some on top of the corrugated cardboard like this, and then lay this on top. That's how I figured out how to do that. And I'm thinking I might want a little bit more right down here, but I'm sure that glue is already dried because I put such a thin layer on. So I'm trying not to get this too gooey, because my first two that I made, they got kind of wet, and I'm trying to avoid that. I'm going to wash this off so I don't ruin my brush. Alright, that probably worked out well that I had to go wash my brush out because that dried a little bit more here. I'm just going to trim it just a little bit, kind of haphazardly. Maybe a little bit more here. Alrighty, let's get these little pieces out of the way. Now let's see what we want to do. Well, that's not too bad. Let's look at our people. Oh my goodness, isn't she adorable on there? This one's precious. Oh my goodness, so cute. So sweet. I love the little girl with the bare. It's because she's holding something. This one's holding something too, but they're just standing straight. So I kind of like the fact that it's a little wider here. So what I want to do is take a little bit of doily. I don't know why the dogs are barking. They're hearing something. I'm going to lay this down here like this. Oh, let me see what's happening with them. Okay, so hopefully they're going to be quiet. I've got a little piece of doily right here. I've got another piece that's been coffee dyed. I kind of like that together. Even like it coming down a little lower. I like that a lot. Looking like this. So let's go ahead and let's get our doily down. I'm going to use my Tombow glue for that. And I'm just going to put the glue on here and lay it on there like that. And then I'm going to do my coffee dyed piece of doily. Lay it down like this. There we go. Then I need to ink my image, my little girl here. A little ink on her. Alrighty, now what else do we want? We want some, I've got some buttons here. I've got some lace. This lace looks nice. About if we also have a label. I thought this label, one of these two labels would look nice here. Oh, I do like that one a lot. All right, let's ink this one. Let's ink this one, and let's see here. We want her to stand on top of it, maybe just a little bit. And then we've got this, and I think I'm going to take the edge off right here, just to make it look a little more worn. And maybe, yeah, even pull on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks, I like that. That looks good for this. This is kind of, I don't know, would you call it grungy? It's definitely a different style, but I like doing different styles. I think it just enlarges your scope of design. I think it really stretches our design ability. I don't want to say abilities, but it widens our horizons. Isn't that what they say? Something like that. Okay, that sounded good. We're widening our horizons, and I need more glue. All right, more glue in the glue gun. So here we go. We're going to attach our little girl on here. We're going to have her just a little bit on the label. Press her down. I'm liking how this looks a lot. I think this looks very nice. Okay, now I think I want to add this here. I think. No, I want it somewhere. Up here might be nice as well. I can get it underneath there. I kind of like it up there. Let's go ahead and stick it up there. All right, let's do that. So let's add our glue. And let's just place it right up here. Let's pull that doily down a little bit. There we go. We're layering it a little bit more layers. Oh, isn't she looking cute? Very cute. Now, I've got a button. I've got some bling. I also have a safety pin. And what I'm going to do with the safety pin, let's put the safety pin on and then we'll see if we need some more things. I have my hole punch, And I'm just going to punch a hole right here, and this is another reason why it's very good to use the fabric, because not only do I have the cardboard, now I have put that hole in there. Now I got to put another hole in, but it's got to be fairly close. Even though the safety pin's big, it makes it very difficult to get the safety pin in if you make your holes too far apart. So I'm just going to trim this off like that. All right, so I've got my 2 holes in here, just like that. I have my little rivets, and so let's look in here and see. I've got some brassy ones, faux brass. How about if we use that? That's a good color for this one. And I have this old-fashioned that works the best. I have one that I bought that I spent some money on. It doesn't work anywhere as well as this one does. This really works really well. I bought this at the thrift store not too long ago. I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's put them on there just like that. Isn't that cute? Oh, that just adds something to it, doesn't it? Now I have my black safety pin, and I'm going to first, I'm going to put it through here first. Yeah, first things first. Let's get it through here. Alrighty. So now it's through. There we go. Isn't that cute? That is so, so, so cute. Maybe on the other side would be cuter. Like that. Okay, so now I have some little jewelry pieces, and these are just circles, little loops, and I have my, let's open this up first. We are going to need 2, so I'm going to get one size like this and one size like that, and I'm going to get my 2 little pliers that are like this, and I'm going to open up my little one, and I have some lace strips here. I'm just going to open it up this way because we're not making jewelry. All right, I have a piece of cream colored lace. Let's put this on first. I have a piece of net that is decorative, like that. And then I have a piece of cream colored lace, so it's like that. And then I have some little charms that are also in that color. How about if we use the maybe the little love, and I think I want to use the one side that has the heart. I'm going to put it, this is open, my ring, I'm going to put my closed ring on it. Now I'm going to shut it up, close it up. Now I'm going to open up the larger ring, and I'm going to place it on the, you could do this before you put it on, would probably be easier, on the end of the pin, the safety pin, you know, where it has that circle. And so now we have a dangle at the end of the safety pin with the charm. Oh my goodness, is that not adorable? That's so cute. So cute. Now we've got some area right here. I need some smaller buttons. Let me grab my smaller buttons. Just a minute. Okay, you guys, I found 2 little buttons. I went ahead off camera and I put my string through them because I really like it when they have thread through them. I think that's just, I don't know, it's just an added touch that I always love. So I'm going to apply my glue right here, and I'm putting them right where the circle is, where the doily, at the impression of the doily. Oh my goodness, is that not adorable? I love that. Now look, this one is just like this, but the one that I made earlier, the other two, I added, do you see it shines? I added some embossing powder. And I don't know which way I like it better. I kind of like it with the embossing powder. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to move this out of the way. There isn't any bling on the one we just made. We put buttons on there. Let's move this out of the way. And let's bring in our piece of paper. And this is how I did it. Very unconventional, guys. Ooh, extremely unconventional. I took my glue and I put it on my finger. And then I just put the glue here and there. Wherever I want this embossing powder to be is where I put the glue. Yeah, I know, it's very unconventional. And so I just did this, like this. I want it right here, on there. And I think I want a little bit up here. Okay, crazy wild, right? Yeah, crazy wild. And I think I want a little bit down here. I'm going to push this out of the way. Okay, now I took my embossing powder, and of course, you know how we do. You sprinkle it. I see I've got some glue on here. I'm going to take this off. It's on my safety pin. I'm going to put my powder on. My fan's on in my room, so it's kind of blowing everywhere. Okay. And then I'm going to knock it off. I don't want it so much on her face, so I'm going to take that off. I didn't put any glue on her face. She just ended up some on her face. I don't want it on her face. There we go. Now let's put this back in. All right. Now I'm going to bring in my heat tool. It is huge, you guys. It's not what everyone else has. All right, guys, this is my heat gun. All right, so it's what I had when I did a lot of stuff with the floral industry. All right, so do you want me to do it on camera? I'm going to, so if you've got your earplugs in or something, or earphones, be careful. Here we go. Well, it helps if you plug it in, doesn't it? Okay. All right, so I've plugged it in. Let's turn it on. I'm going to pick this up. Alrighty, here we go. I don't really want to get my mat too hot. It's starting to melt. Oh yeah, it's melting. Let's give a label. I'm going to turn it down to the low setting. Alrighty, I think we've got it. Get it up here where my finger was. Alright, you guys, let me show you what this looks like. I do like it with the embossing powder on it. Okay, so there's the one we just made together. Here's the little fella that I made earlier off camera. And then I have a little girl right here. Oh, you guys, I love these. I think they're so cute. And I really like using the Tim Holtz little children. Now, hang on a minute while I bring in the fishbowl. All right, you guys, so how do you get in the fishbowl? It's very easy. You simply do an act of kindness towards another person. You tell me about it in the most recent video, hashtag cathysowinghappiness, because in each video we have a winner. And what do you win? You win happy mail from me to you as my way of paying it forward. So if you enter into the giveaway, you need to check back next Sunday to see if your name has been pulled out of the fishbowl, because I'm going to need your address. Now, simple acts of kindness. Letting someone go ahead of you in the grocery store. You have 20 items and they have one. Letting someone in line of traffic. They've been waiting a long time and nobody's letting them in except for you. Simple acts of kindness. It's not going to change their world, but it will lift their spirits. And we all need our spirits lifted every once in a while. So let's help do that. Here's the winner for this week. So let's see who has won. I've got glue all over my fingers. Of course I do. Of course. Dawn Higgins. Dawn, you have won Happy Mail from me to you as my way of paying it forward. You guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.